This meeting is being live streamed. Okay, it's on mute. Hey everybody, it's our weekly podcast. My name is Renella from GLEx2020 podcast. Let's share the slideshow. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 나넬라입니다. 미국에 살고 있는 GLEx2020 공동설립자입니다. 오늘 7월 2일이에요. 그리고 아직 시즌 3예요. 왜냐하면 우리 영어하고 한국어도 이야기해요. 하지만 시즌 4는 한국어만 이야기할 거예요. 여러분 준비됐나요? 됐어요? 어떻게 말해요? Are you ready for that, everybody? We're only in Korean in season 4. 저는 진짜 준비해요. Like I'm preparing for it. 진짜. It's been 2 years that we have been practicing together, and this is how much my Korean has evolved into. 2년 동안 저는 매일매일 배우고 공부하고 이야기하고 다 다양한 방법 사용했어요. 그래서 이렇게 한국어 할 수 있어요.
네, 정말 할 수 있어요.
감사합니다.
네.
I'm gonna be Korean about it. 아니에요. 아니야. 미국인처럼 thank you라고 해요. 그래서 여러분 어떻게 말해요? 공부 친구들, 선생님, GLEx2020 가족들도 너무 감사합니다. GLEx2020 덕분에 저는 한국어 조금 할 수 있어요. 이 GLEx2020 금요일 팟캐스트는 금요일마다 만나요. 왜 그래? 우리 where is our what's that? Yeah. 죄송해요. 까먹었어요. 우리 슬라이드쇼. 우리 금요일마다 싱가포르 시간 밤 11시 만나요. 그리고 우리 미팅 아이디는 똑같아요. Since we started. 시작할 때 똑같은 미팅 아이디 있어요. 795-3031-0059 그리고 피메일 번호는 Pod Squad 큰 P 작은 ODSQUAD는 이에요. I don't need the nun. Never mind. Sorry, I still keep thinking like, what is the grammar? So I'm not fluent yet. I keep thinking, what's the grammar? So I introduced myself. 우리 산치타는 인도 사람 GLEx2020 공동 설립자입니다. 산치타는 우리 디자이너하고 어떻게 말해요? 건축가하고 marketing person, marketing director.
마케팅장님.
모르겠어요.
몰라요.
그리고 우리 팟스쿼드는 여기 있어요. 환영합니다. 로즈님, 크리스토퍼님,
안녕하세요.
자기소개 해주세요.
안녕하세요. 저는 로스입니다. 오랜만에 안 왔어요. 네, 미국에 살아요. 많은 일이 있어요. 하지만 아직 천천히 한국어를 공부하고 있어요. 네, 안녕하세요. 만나서 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다. Your voice was a little bit low that time.
죄송합니다.
괜찮아요. I heard most of it,
오케이.
but I don't think the third or fourth sentence.
아,
After what while or an while.
네, 한국어를, 일이 많은데, 한국어를 천천히 공부하고 있어요. 하지만 아직 공부하고 있어요. 네, 만나서 반갑습니다.
네, 반갑습니다. 오늘 와주셔서 감사합니다. 진짜 보고 싶었어요.
네, 오고 싶었어요. 하지만 여행이 많이 했어요.
네,
모두 왔어요.
가족은 priority 있어요.
네, 가족 만나야 해요.
맞아요. 그리고 크리스토퍼 씨도 여기 있어요.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 크리스토퍼예요.
우리 폴리글롯
미국
친구예요.
사람이에요.
죄송해요. 다시 말씀하세요. I interrupted you.
안녕하세요. 제 이름은 크리스토퍼예요. 미국 사람이에요. 제 생일은 20일이에요. 생일에는 28살이 될 거예요. 지금 오전 10시 반쯤이에요. 만나서 반가워요.
반가워요, 크리스토퍼 씨.
네, 반가워요. 우리 Patreon and PayPal supporters 너무 감사합니다. Because of you, we are able to continue this weekly podcast because our Zoom license allows us to broadcast to YouTube. I do need to learn how to do StreamYard, so maybe StreamYard can sponsor us next. Thanks, everybody. Okay, these used to be our sessions, but now we are all on the Hi Local app at GLEx2020 Cafe. If you see somebody with a GLEx2020 frame like this one, or like this one, or like this one, they are our GLEx friends. So find those people on Hi Local. Our upcoming events. I'm speaking in English now because I don't know how to say any of this in Korean. Our monthly Zoom will be on July 8th with Korean Chatterbox and Pika. We will have a presentation from people from Pakistan. So if you want to represent Pakistan, let us know this weekend for the final lineup, and we will be advertising the sessions for July 8th for next weekend. We also have the Kika speech contest. Are you joining again this year, Rose?
모르겠어요.
Do
할
it,
수
do
있어요?
it.
언제 언제예요?
언제예요? 잠시만요. 사진 있어요.
Basically, I'm just been like watching videos of like sandbathing, which is what the practice is called. And so in these cases, they have like in their virtual
I'm
machine
looking
or
at the
whatever,
picture.
they have like an actual like virus, and there's a lot of times where like
Forgotten the
they
exact.
use, for example, Windows Really Good Edition, which is
So it is
Flash based. It's from like
the
20 years
application
ago. Or like
is
Windows Super
from
Internal,
June
and they
18th
just don't notice.
August 30th.
And they keep trying to go against it. Like,
모르겠어요.
just play along with it. Like,
네.
you know,
Oh.
it's just
June 18 to August 30th. You can feel free to submit anytime during that time.
아,
You can submit your application, your thing, your essay to Kika at kikaworld.or.kr. So this time, Glex is not
like
the one who will be
for like two standbaders
handling the application. It will go to Kika World,
for example,
and then the finalist announcement will be
instead of actually scanning people, what you do is
September
it looks
14.
the same input, right? So you go through the same like process of getting to the call.
And
but then they say,
finals,
hey, don't, this is
Zoom
like
finals,
this is how this works. And
October.
and I guess like
So you have this whole month.
You
You have this whole month to write your essay and submit it. Last day to submit is August 30th.
and then
The announcement of winners will be September 14th, and the Zoom finals will be on October 8th.
You know,
If you want to know what that contest
like
like,
it is literally the same thing.
look at our videos here,
Yeah.
and it will say speech contest. And it will show you what kind of situation the finals was like. You can see that. All right. Konyang University is sponsoring us for the second year in a row, and Kika will be hosting, and we are doing the supervisor role. Basically, we are just helping them with like the wording in English, and then we are advertising. We don't have the host role this year. Current EPS topic sessions are still ongoing on High Local, and you can rewatch some replays at facebook.com/Korean EPS topic in 60. And Christopher and I co-hosted that session, and we finished book 1. You can rewatch it if you are a self-studier. You can help yourself with that. And then also, of course, 24/7 High Local classes. Every day is a new day to start a 30-day challenge and join us, start speaking Korean with other Korean learners. So it took me 2 years of studying every day and speaking every day to get to where I am right now. But before that, I had another 2 years studying Korean, using Duolingo and other stuff. So it's not an overnight thing. I don't know how some people do it in 6 months, but I'm a slow learner. But I'm getting there. I'm getting to the level where I want to be.
네.
한국어로 어떻게 말해요? I am getting to the level. It's bad grammar in English, but it's colloquial. How do I say it in Korean?
I don't know. I just learned the word for step or stage, and I can't remember what it is. Like I
I'm
just.
gonna say 할 수 있어요. Oh. You see the level, like this is what I can say in English, and this is all I can say in Korean. Today's topic. What should our topic be?
Oh no. It's
5th of July, Independence Day. There's so many vocabulary words for this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I have a new book, you guys, that I got. It's really inexpensive. Where am I? Google Drive. So this book is called Search and Drive PDF. Oh no, maybe it's not here. I sent it to oh, that sucks. I sent it to Sarah Sim. Okay. Oh, it's called Writing Conversational Korean, Intermediate Level.
Writing, like Suda, Sudanko.
It's called Horul Horayo and 200 other writing prompts. So let me write it down, and I'll
Yeah.
write the publisher. Whoops. Not sponsored. Just sharing good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have to say that because people think that when I'm recommending something it's because I am sponsored for it or like somebody's paying me for it. Can a person share something without being paid
Yes.
anymore? Like it's from Goose Apple Books. Okay, not sponsored.
Oh, recommendations 좋아요.
Nah. Like what did you say? What did you say? I don't know what my son said to me. But like if it's good, I'm gonna share it with you guys.
네.
And I want you to trust that it's because it's good, not because I'm getting paid for it. And even if they did pay me for it and it's bad, I am gonna tell you it's bad. Don't get it. They paid me, but don't get it. Like seriously, if you want me to recommend your stuff, then and you want to pay me, then it better be good.
Hey.
Like okay, I'm trying out a nail polish right now. I'll tell you guys later because I am definitely giving it like, you know, giving it time other than like user error. I'm factoring in user error, so I don't give them a bad review just because of my own mistake. So I've sent them a
Okay.
lot of messages, like communicated with them because I want to be able to give the best recommendation or review that I can. Not because I'm gonna get a kickback, but because like okay, get it if it's good.
네.
Don't get it because it's not good. You know?
네.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person. Okay, next. Writing conversational Korean. Oops, what happened? So they have a couple of books because you know how once you get past the beginner level, there aren't that many resources for intermediate
there.
learners.
There.
So they are covering that market, the intermediate learners. So the first question that they have, okay, so they say how to use this book. Basically, this book has grammar pages, question pages, Korean video pages. So in the book itself are QR codes where it will direct you to the YouTube video that will be helpful in explaining that grammar point. How cool is that, right?
There.
So then there's also native Korean writing samples. So not only do we get to write our own sentences, we get the samples from Korean speakers, native speakers, who wrote their own answers to the same questions. So I thought that this was like a really well thought out book.
There.
Unfortunately, I don't have a picture to show you guys here right now.
Amazon에 있어요.
있어요? 좋아요.
네.
좋아요.
네.
So it's on Amazon. And the other thing that they have is they write, the font that they use is kind of like a handwriting font.
Ooh.
And so it kind of gives you that feel of, I don't know. It feels like your friend is writing in your notebook.
Mhm.
Kind of.
Handwriting 너무 어려워요.
네, 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 네.
So, like reading handwriting.
Yes, it is.
It's
So that's
너무
why.
달라요. And so,
Mhm.
yeah, that gives you good practice then, I guess.
Yes. So like we're so used to seeing it in like Arial font, the way
네.
this one is written. This is how we're used to seeing Korean in books. But then when somebody writes like this,
Oh, 가능하네요.
it's like, what is that? What is it?
There's a couple of letters that I still have to think about all the time. Is that a B? Is that an M? Is that an R? What is that thing?
Or when
It's like
Koreans do
missing a
this.
part. What even is that? Yes, is that an M? What is
That's
it?
an M. This is a meme. But I didn't write it properly. Like, but it's like this. It looks like an
Yeah.
R to me, but it's a meme.
Yeah, and the R is like just some squiggle.
And when they write yo, right? Sometimes they go like this.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's like, I mean, it makes sense. It's like cursive, you know. I mean, you're writing because you're trying to write fast, so your pen is kind of a little connected on the page, but it's not connected in the way that I would construct those letters.
Right.
So it doesn't make sense to me. And sometimes it looks like they've left out the vowels when they haven't, but they've just combined the vowel with like, you know, the batim or something. And I'm like, I'm not really sure how all the pieces are going together. So yeah, a little practice on the handwriting, at least neat handwriting is probably a healthy
It's
thing.
super cute. The handwriting that
Yes.
they chose it's really cute. I don't know
Yeah.
what font it is, but whatever it is, I like it. And even the way it looks in the English written form
Mhm.
is kind of like, it's really neat. I like it so much.
Yeah.
I wish I wrote like this. So they'll have like the grammar point on page 18 is Nian Gayo and Nayo to make questions softer and less direct. And then it gives you a QR code to watch the video lesson.
Mhm.
And then it tells you the channel that it's from. So
Mhm.
from the channel Basic Korean, The video is called Learn Korean, Korean Grammar 96, Ungayo, Niengayo, verb nayo, and noun ingayo. And this is for topic level 2. So it tells you what level
Oh,
topic is also. So then I'm just reading from page 18. It says, this grammar form can be added to questions. Use nayo if the sentence ending is an action verb, including ita or opta. Use niengayo if the sentence ending is a descriptive verb. Maybe we should write this down because it's kind of really useful. This one, so action verb plus nayo descriptive verb. Wait, we'll just go like this. Descriptive verb and niengayo. And then if the descriptive verb ends in a final consonant, you're gonna use ungayo. So I guess. Ungayo. And if the sentence has a noun, noun, and you're gonna use ingayo. So let's try making sentences using this to soften the expression. The example they had was, do you work out in the morning? So let's look at the sentence. Do you work out in the morning? Totally new to us right now, right? Like we never covered this before.
you mean the grammar or the concept of working out in the morning?
Yeah. we never really did, right?
Eh,
Do you work? And these are the endings that I am always like, I have no idea what any of that means. Right?
like I
Every
know they're
time-
questions and I know they soften, but like I get really confused between like a lot. I just like I understand it when you explain it to me, but then I get confused between the ingayos and the alcayos and the like. There's just like a lot of different ways to have subtle meaning in your questions, and I admit that I get them confused.
So how would you say, do you work out in the morning? Not like regularly, the way we know it. Do you work out in the morning? Do you exercise in the morning? Normally, we would say something like,
아침에서
운동해요?
is it 아침에서?
아침 is morning. Did I
Yeah.
spell it right?
Yeah, no, you did. I'm just wondering, is it 아침에 or 아침에서? Because it's an active verb.
아침 because it is a time particle.
아침에서.
아침에서 would be like from morning. Do you exercise? 아침에 in the morning.
Right, but isn't there a rule where if you're talking
You
about, oh, maybe that's just location.
You
Is it?
work out
Is that
at the
just
time.
is the eso just for location or is it for time as well?
Eso can be for time, but it means from that time.
Ooh, thank you for that
아침에
clarification.
공원에서 운동해요. Did I spell
Ah,
공원 correctly? Our dictionary prince, are you here? Our vocabulary prince, are you here? Did I spell it right? Christopher.
네. 네, 맞아요.
감사합니다. So Christopher is our vocabulary prince. The only reason why he's prince
네.
and not king is because we met Ishisem before him. And he got the title king.
Okay, so thank you for the clarification.
This is the standard that we know. Now, how would you consider heyo? Is it an action verb or is it a descriptive verb? Action, right?
It's
Because
action.
it's something that we're doing. So we're gonna soften it like 아침에 공원에서 운동하. That's the verb stem. Na you. You work out at the park in the morning. Now you soften it by adding nayo at the end. You take the verb stem and add nayo. Should we go to our next page? Next page. Let's do more. I'm gonna copy this. How do I get to the next page? There is no next page. Oh, we're gonna have to
just erase maybe something on here and see if you can stick it on.
whiteboard.
Ah, there you go.
Can you see the whiteboard or no?
네. 보여.
Is it sharing though on YouTube? I don't know.
모르겠어요.
모르겠어요. Okay, so the next example they have here is 어떡해? How is it already 12 o'clock? We were just getting started with this study session. Oh my god. Homework. Okay, let me just add some questions that they had here. This is taking directly from the book. It gives you the answers in Korean as well as the translation in English. So we started with, do you work out in the morning? We can say, can you eat kimchi? We can make this homework. The other one is kimchi spicy? Oh, I miss studying like this. You guys remember how we first started?
네.
Oh my god, these were I really have such fond memories of us studying together.
Yeah, I still need to go to high local. I realize that. I need to be like in my house with an internet connection. And yes,
You can even use data. I don't know if you have unlimited data, but
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you have the company I mentioned to you, they have unlimited data. So even if you are like out and about, you can be listening to High Local like a podcast. You can just
Yeah,
join
no, that would be good.
immersion, like real people talking,
Yeah.
eavesdropping in conversations. My favorite thing to do.
I know, isn't that terrible? You're in the like 가게에 있으면 그 사람들이 한국어로 말해요. 오,
네.
듣고 싶어요.
네, 재미있는 취미예요.
네.
제 취미예요.
네.
취미는 뭐예요? 이야기 듣는 거 좋아해요.
스파이 아니에요. 정말요.
한국어 이야기 듣는 거 좋아해요.
네.
I just like listening to people talk in Korean. So this one, can you eat kimchi? 김치를 먹을 수 있어요? That's how I would say it. Just, can you eat kimchi? But let's see how they translated it. Yeah. So because it is a verb, an action verb, you would use 김치를 먹을 수 있나요? And is kimchi spicy? It's spicy is a descriptive verb. So you would say 김치는, or is it 가? 김치가
매운가요?
매운가요?
매운가요. 네.
맵다 becomes, instead of 맵, it becomes 매우. And then
Okay.
매운가요? And then and then, are you busy these days? 바쁘다 is another descriptive verb, right? So 바쁘, and then ada niyan underneath. 바쁜가요? Are you busy these days? Normally we would say 바빠요. 바쁜가요?
좀 바쁜가요?
Wow.
That one, I hear that a
starting
lot.
to click in. It's starting to click.
Yeah, well, you've heard this a lot. People say this all the time. If you watch any Korean drama, they say this all the time. It's just that separating it out so that you can actively use it is different, you know.
Yes.
바쁜가요? I mean, that's like in my brain.
How about if we ask each other, are you okay? 괜찮가요?
괜찮은가요?
괜찮아. 난.
괜찮다. There's an extra N in there then. 괜찮은가요?
So it would be this. 괜찮은.
Yeah.
Okay, I like you. 괜찮은가요?
Hey.
Oh. We're getting it. I feel it. My brain is like, I'm almost there. Are you American? 미국인가요? That's why people ask me that. 미국인가요? I never.
미국인가요? 네.
Or like, 미국 사람인가요? Wow. That's why.
Yeah, you would have heard that. Yeah.
Okay, now it's making sense 4 years later.
Well, that's the thing. You get this input and it's sitting in there, but sometimes you have to go and figure out what it means.
Yes. I mean, I know it in context. I didn't realize this is what was happening grammatically. Right. Oh, what did I write? Is that food park? What does that mean? Is that pork?
Oh, pork. There.
Is that food pork? I blame the handwriting font. Is that food pork? Or we normally would just say, is that pork?
Okay.
Okay. So is that pork? But in Korean, you have to specify 그 음식.
Oh, really?
그 음식을.
Oh, otherwise you're just saying, is it pork?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 그 음식은 돼지고기인가요?
네, 맞아요. 박수, Rose님, 박수. Okay, Christopher, since you're usually good at like coming up with examples, what example would you give us today?
오늘은 생일인가요?
Is today your birthday?
That's a good one. Because you might be like, you're like, if it's not their birthday, then you don't want to like mess up, but you want to make sure you're like cautiously asking, you know?
네, 맞아요. 생일인가요? Is it your birthday? Instead of saying 혹시, right? By any chance, you could just use that 가요 ending. 나요 가요 ending. Wow! I learned it today finally.
This is one of the hard things when you're coming from English into Korean, is that in English we do all those careful, when you're trying to soften things, we do it with words. In the Korean, they do it all with grammar. And
Yes.
so it's like you can say all the same things, but you just have to change your whole mindset. Oh, instead of looking up what word do I need to use to describe this, it's what grammar do I need to use to say this?
맞아요. And that's the difficulty. And
Yes.
that's why I am at the level that I'm at still, because I haven't bridged
It's
the
a
gap.
whole mindset. And if you're
Yeah.
Korean coming this way, it's the same difficulty, You've
Right.
got to you've got to unhook all the grammar and turn it into vocabulary. And it's just hard on your brain.
Yes. Thank you for breaking that down for us, Rose. That's really insightful, because I didn't think of it that way, I was just thinking, why is it so hard?
Well, we're all thinking
어려운 것
that.
같아요.
어려워요. 어려워요.
네. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Christopher,
네,
when is your birthday again? That's the 25th, right?
20.
20. Oh my gosh. Every single time you tell me, I'm like, oh yeah. And then I forget again.
제 아들도 22일이 생일 있어요.
Oh.
So you're like twins separated by some number of years.
Birthday twin.
네.
Well, you guys, I had such a good time today with the both of you. I can't believe that we learned a new grammar point. Screenshot.
네, 책 추천해 주셔서 고마워요.
I'm gonna send this screenshot of this book also to our group chat. And for those of you who want to join us here every Friday, please don't be shy. We are here because we are learning Korean, and I'm hosting this session so that I am like held accountable to show up. I mean, some days, we have difficulty, but for the most part, every Friday we meet up to touch base with each other, just ask how each other is doing, and then we, what do you call it? Then we just chit chat in English and Korean. But for next season, I'm really trying to like get us to the next level where we only speak in Korean.
네.
어려운 것 같아요.
네. 정말.
So thank you guys for being with us this hour and practicing Korean with us, listening to us chit chat. You are welcome here. Don't feel like, oh, those people know each other, so I can't join in. No, we are meeting you for the first time next time.
네.
So just show up. Our motto is just show up, because so many things are happening in everybody's lives, like Rose and I have kids. Christopher has all of his channels that he is publishing on YouTube and Facebook, and he's so busy helping people learn languages. Everybody has their thing to do. So if you have time, even if it's like 5-10 minutes, just come, show up, meet us, and connect with us periodically, because we love to study with you. And actually, I'm thinking of Jamfua right now from Africa. Jamfua, hi, long time no see. She had a baby a while back, and I said that I was gonna call her, but I haven't had the chance to call her. So shout out to Jamfua, and then also shout out to all my new English learning buddies who recently subscribe to our channel. Thank you for subscribing. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers so we can start monetizing, just so that we can keep GLEx 2020 sustainable and be able to continue to do what we do, because our goal is to like travel to different countries, establish local GLEx chapters, and yeah, let's make this global. Study groups around the world sharing languages. So we can't do this without just a tiny bit of money. And that's why we're thinking of ways on how to self-fund or fund the project without like much burden to our members. So as much as possible, like we want to remove the burden from our members to support us. But thank you for those of you who are supporting us. Really appreciate it. You can sponsor us or contact us via patreon.com/GLEx2020 podcast. Yeah, that's all we have for today. Thanks, everybody. We miss all of the people you see in the pictures here. Where are you guys? Come join us from time to time. Our teachers in Korea, our friends in the Philippines, Joe in Australia. Oh, did I mention April 10th is the anchor date for the trip in Korea? So April 10th, 2023. Let's meet in Korea. Thanks, Rose and Christopher, for being here with us.
네, 감사합니다.
Tomorrow, no, next Friday.
네, 다음 금요일에 봐요.
네,
안녕히 계세요.
금요일 봐요. Bye.
네.